Great. All right, today we have Sabrina Jie-A-Fa and Louis Tomeo, who plays Twinkie and Egghead in the new film, um, Egghead and Twinkie. Got the names kind of reversed. So, but hi guys, how you doing today?
Really, really good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
So,
It's hot here.
do what?
It's hot here.
It's hot here. Where you based at?
I'm in Florida.
You're in Florida. Okay, okay. And where are you at, Louis?
I'm in Los Angeles, so it looks like the apocalypse outside.
Of course. Well, at least you're not in New York, where it looks like the actual apocalypse right now.
Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, sometimes this place looks like Gotham, where Batman's from.
I bet, yes.
Yeah.
Well, let me begin by asking you both, how excited are you that people are finally getting to see Egghead and Twinkie?
Oh my God, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. It's the response has been incredible. So I'm very happy about it.
Good, good.
Overwhelmed, really. Overwhelmed how positive it is. And, again, we're all from Florida and putting our hopes and dreams into this film. So finally it's standing on its own 2 feet, and we couldn't be more happy for it.
I bet. Now, the film initially started out as a short, which you were both involved in, right?
Yeah.
So how did it feel to come back to do a full-length feature?
I think we're just excited about it. We're just really excited to be working with each other again, and a lot of the crew, the OG crew that were a part of the short film, jumped on the bandwagon as well for the feature. So that was really cool to see how everybody as artists kind of grew. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. It came from a little inception of a movie, and then once we got wind that we would actually be able to make it a full length, it gave us really the opportunity to not only, when you do a short, you delve into the role and you do your best to flesh out as much as you can. But we had the full opportunity to turn it into a whole story with complete characters and dynamic changes and twists and turns. So it really was a time that we could put our all creative energy into it. We were older and much more experienced. It was a great timing. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. So can you tell us about some of the major themes Egghead and Twinkie explores and why this is such a significant film? Whoever wants to go.
I think that it's just mainly what I want people to take away from this film is acceptance. Maybe you get a little bit of an inspiration for adventure yourself, and maybe that is the first hint for you to take a step towards your own journey. And friendship too is a really huge thing. So I think those are the most important, in all of aspects of your life, just acceptance in every aspect of your life.
Perfect.
I think that's a perfect summary of that. My biggest, obviously not only does it touch on LGBTQ plus themes and so ever, whom that might concern, that is, undoubtedly a movie for whoever. But my personal take for it was I want everybody to really see what the role of compassion plays in a friendship. And that is, undoubtedly tested. What it really means to be someone's friend, to be a companion, and how far and how often people confuse and blur the lines with, romanticism or just pure friendship. And then you really have to say, oh, wait, I'm this person's friend. So I think, out of this, if you come out with more clarity of who you are, you should come out with some clarity of who's around you, and just it's a real big film about compassion and love for one another. So
for sure. That's excellent. Love it. Now, Sabrina, you said before that being cast as Twinkie felt like a cosmic match. How did you know that this was the perfect role for you?
I think probably when I read the script. Probably when I read the script, I was like, oh, this is, something that's really meant for me. And especially when I met Louis for the first time, that was just like, we're like the perfect pair, you and me.
That chemistry. So, Louis, did you feel the same about Egghead?
Yeah, dude. I mean, listen, I'm hiding all of it now, but back here I have like all my Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff. Like I don't have them out because I don't want to be an incel, but I mean, my DS is over there. I have anime posters of the wazoo. I mean, to me, it was just literally, getting rejected by girls. I'm a connoisseur, so I've been paying every day. No, I'm just kidding. But I really felt like this was a past version of me that I just had to really dig up, just get the shovel and dig him back up, because it was just a really match made in heaven. And of course, I couldn't have done it without Sabrina. And really, it was, we were the perfect pair. That is so true.
Good, good. So there was chemistry with the entire cast.
Yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good, good. So Sabrina, what did you enjoy the most about playing Twinkie?
Oh, I think that she was just so rebellious, and
Mhm.
they kind of gave me the freedom to kind of like live out my own personal teenage fantasy of, running away and going on a road trip with your best friend,
Mhm.
a cool love triangle of things that I never ever would have experienced when I was a kid. I would have died. I had my own group of friends, of girlfriends, and that was it. And I was so shy in school, so this was just my opportunity to be. I'm still shy now, but this is
Open up a little bit more.
my opportunity to kind of just branch out and be cool for,
Mhm.
for a few months.
Yes, yes. And Lewis, what did you enjoy the most about playing Egghead?
I still don't get the chance to be cool. Egghead is not
Unfortunately.
exactly. Yeah. But I'd say what I enjoyed the most is Egghead has such a thick layer of irony over everything, and that is just so enjoyable to play with because I mean, in this movie, he really does get bullied by a lot of stuff, whether it be the environment, Twinkie, or just other people around him. I mean, he gets no breaks. And with the all gas, no breaks mentality that they have the whole movie, it's funny to see how just ironic he is towards the world around him, but he never ever gives up hope in the movie. He's always keep going, and to me that gung-ho style of friendship is something I love to play with in my real life. So
Mhm.
that was probably the most fun. It was just a one big hijinks
Yeah.
into adventure.
Mm,
Yeah.
awesome. Love it. So have you both always had a passion for acting and storytelling?
Yeah,
Hmm.
for as long as I can remember. I think at first, when I was 7, I saw this like PBS special of a ballerina. It was like the prima ballerina at the time. And I thought that I wanted to be a ballerina, and that didn't last for like, it lasted for like 3 days. And then I realized that what really intrigued me were the audience's reaction and kind of the emotions that she was invoking from them. And that to me is like the most interesting thing about, making art. So
Hmm.
that's something that I knew that I wanted to do, is just kind of be in front of, whether it be a stage or TV or film. But I knew that that's something that I wanted to do
Hmm.
for all my life.
Hmm. Cool. And Lewis.
Uh, it's interesting when everybody talks about their origin story with acting and art. I just wouldn't stop talking as a kid, so they had to
This
put
is a
me
medical
somewhere.
condition.
They literally had to put me somewhere. They would, somebody please. And it wasn't until recently, maybe in the past 2 years. I've always been an actor my entire life. I was when I was little, I was on Nickelodeon, and that was always very fun. But it was just fun to me. And then not until maybe 2 years ago, I really discovered why is it I had a passion for it. I'm currently training in the Meisner technique, and that deals a lot with art and what it
Yeah.
should do, and
Mhm.
and how the audience should be affected. And um, just recently on the summer I turned pretty, I figured out this is what I want to do because I've always been the one to be like on the playground, be like, no, I have superpowers. No, and I was like, I wanted the whole love story, teenage drama, and I was like, where can that be real?
Yeah.
And on screen, I want to be an Avenger. I want to be in Star Wars. I want to have the whole love triangle Twilight moment, and this is where it happens. Living truthfully
Yeah.
on the screen.
Yeah.
And so that really ignited my passion for it once again. It wasn't just fun, it turned into something that I needed to get done.
Hmm.
So,
Okay. Awesome. So by being in Egghead and Twinkie, what is something you learned about yourself as an actor?
Ooh, I think, and I tell this to everyone that, all of my friends in the industry that maybe are trying or want to take on the venture of creating a feature film, it's just the sense of, you will feel like you can do anything after you shoot a feature film. It is
Mhm.
such an empowering um, step to take in your career, especially when you're the leads of a film.
Mhm.
Um, it's just I always tell them, like, be present, um, be where you are, like have your feet grounded and just have fun, and just remember that this is what you love to do, and it's not all work all the time.
yeah.
Mhm. Awesome. And Lewis.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's probably two big things I learned. The first one is I will never say no to anything. I want to do my own stunts. I will be there.
Want to do it all.
Like I just recently shot another film, and they're like, "Oh my God, he's crazy! Like he wants to just be like," and I had to do like all the stunts and slip and slide around and all that stuff, and I was just like, "Yeah, this is fun. I will do anything." But I think the biggest one I learned is definitely have someone there with you that you trust. Every day, we did have complicated scenes, and there was times in the movie we weren't sure how it was going to play out, and carrying the whole film on basically on our own adventure is, we have wonderful cast and crew, but I really felt safe with Sabrina, and I made it a point to be besties with Sabrina because it was I needed her support, and I knew that she could always lean on me. So finding a friend and being like, we'll figure it out. Like, if a day went by where we didn't truly know how it was gonna blow over, it was like, well, we're fine.
We'll do it. We'll wing it.
So
yes.
Compassion. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, Egghead and Twinkie made its world premiere at the CineQuest Film and Creativity Festival in March, and it has played several festivals since. So you said the audience response has been very good?
Oh yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
So how excited are you for the film to play at Outfest?
I'm particularly excited. Outfest here in LA is known not only for its LGBTQ plus influence, but it's just overall it's a great place for film to be. And certainly interviewing for it has been a big step for us. And I think it's really gonna. I'm really excited for a little bit of home to come hit LA, for something from Florida that we put our blood, sweat, and tears in, and just something that we actually fuse together with duct tape, and now we're ready to send it to LA where it should be seen, So I hope it triumphs, and I know that it will with the right people because we really, really worked hard on it.
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
It's a true story, truthfully,
It's our baby. It's literally our baby. It's something that we all came together and created, and just like Lewis said, put our blood, sweat, and tears into. And it's when you have a child or you have a creation, you want it to do well, and you want it, And if anybody ever says anything bad, like I love Lewis so much, and I never want anything bad to happen to him, it makes me like physically sad. You want it to just do so well, and you like want to clutch onto it and not almost. And I think this is like an actor thing. Maybe I almost felt selfish about it, and I didn't want anybody to see it because I didn't want anybody to say anything negative about it. And when I saw the outpour of, all the good vibes and the good reviews and everything, it was just so refreshing, and it was really like calm my nerves a little bit. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I think I'll keep doing this for a little while.
If no one sees it, they can't hate it,
Yeah, exactly. But this is also the first feature film to promote a crowdfunding campaign on TikTok. What was that like?
That was awesome. To really see that, especially now in the industry changing with what it is. We're on strike for things like this.
Yeah.
It is it really just goes to the power of this film that it has intrinsically, and particularly it's a movie that people wanted to see, and people wanted to see it so bad that they helped produce it.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That doesn't get any better than that. This goes back to the original, history of art and music and any form of entertainment. It's what the people want to see on screen. That way they can feel these emotions, and they had a direct say in when and where that happens. And we gave them an outlet to do so.
Yeah.
And, they fell in love with the characters. And of course, we tried I think literally blood, sweat, and tears all went into this movie. Like literally.
literally.
I cried, I bled, and, it was hot. So I really think this goes back to the original stoicism of art, in that people who want to see it will commit and contribute to it. And then thusly it will be made. It's wonderful to see support like that.
It is. Yeah, it was definitely. All right, Sabrina. Well, how can one stay up to date with you?
Yeah, you can follow me on all of my social medias. I'm at Sabrina Jie-A-Fa on everything. So,
yeah. Perfect. And Lewis?
Instagram, Lewis_Tomeo. You can catch me on Amazon's Summer I Turned Pretty on season 2, coming out July 14th. Everybody, let's plug myself. What was next? Twitter and Instagram, and all the on the norms.
On norms. Okay, awesome. Then before we wrap up, are there any other upcoming projects or anything else either one of you would like to mention or plug?
It's funny that you. Let's see, what else do we have? The Summer Term Pretty season 2 is coming up on July 14th. And yeah.
This is the not talk. This is the keep talking he's talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
It doesn't stop. No. I wrapped a feature film recently. It's called Spider and Jesse. It has some really cool and talented, amazing people. It's called, well, I already said it, Spider and Jesse. Go check it out when it's out. And hey, if you haven't already, go check out Egghead Twinkie. It's a little film we worked on.
Just a little one.
That is true. The one that we just talked about for 17 minutes. Go check
out Egghead Twinkie. Love it. Perfect. All righty.